this year on the 25th of April 2020. This is an ANZAC Day like no other. An ANZAC Day where we spend in isolation, in our driveways, at home, because of the coronavirus, COVID-19. This hasn't been the only ANZAC Day that has been cancelled, as way back early on, after the First World War finished, the Spanish flu ravaged the world, tearing cities from limb to limb. And yet here we are again. Some cities, some countries are not as affected, but then there's some others that are, where they've had to put their lifestyles on hold and stay indoors, stay safe. We must thank those first responders, those healthcare workers, those police, that all they are trying to do is encourage the safety of others. Encourage people to stand together and wait out such an awful time for a lot of people. For a lot of people economically, personally, there's a lot of people that are challenged on a professional, personal level. We must not take pity on ourselves, nor pity on the rules, as by the end of the day, we are fortunate to live in such a great country. As we can see on the news, there's a lot of countries where a lot of people are dying, whereas Australians and New Zealanders, we are very lucky with very low rates of death, and that is something we need to be thankful for. At this time, laws do not matter, but life does. Life is why we are here. Life in this great country is what the ANZACs gave us. There is so many reasons why we should still be thankful. 115 years later, 105 years later, we are still celebrating ANZAC Day. Some people might not see the relevance in celebrating such a historical event, but there is relevance. Why are we here? You've got to ask yourself. Yeah, because your parents came from a different country. You might have been a migrant, you might have moved here, or you just might have been someone that was born here. We have these rights because the ANZACs gave us that freedom. That freedom to do whatever we want in our own country. The democracy was established. Everything was done properly, as the time when the ANZACs were sent to war was definitely an uncertain time, with leaders in different parts of the world that were definitely doing the wrong thing by neighbouring countries. I have a lot more information on this very fascinating subject. Now, for the ANZACs, they woke up at 4 a.m. or even earlier. Now for the ANZACs, the raid started at 4 a.m. on the 25th of April 1915. A very early raid going on to a beach that was mistaken for the landing point that they were meant to land on. And these brave soldiers went to a very uncertain death. Without that raid, there's a lot of things in the world that we would not have. Yes, that time might seem awful, but each action back in that time of World War I means the liberty and the freedom that we have. And for that, we must be thankful. They're not They shall not grow old, as we left shall grow old. Age will not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, we will remember them. We will remember them.